Hello everyone, so it's a really sad news to talk about here. And this is only from the first 3 months of the year, so God forbid what it is now, it could be 200 alone in Cavan. And this is to do with evictions from rental properties. And this is close to 80 for the first 3 months from January to March. So as I say, it could be 200 now for all we know. And it's really, really shocking. That's just in Cavan alone. So God forbid what was in Monaghan, what was in Louth, what was in Dublin, what was in Meath. If you add all that together for the first 3 months, good God, you could have easily, fucking God knows, 2,000, 3,000. It's insane. And as Senator Pauline Tully said, Sinn Féin Senator, that 111 families have been sent to the Cavan County Council so far this year, up until as I'm recording this now, in June the 6th, that 111 families have presented homeless to the Cavan County Council. Now, in fairness to Cavan County Council, they do their best to house whoever is evicted or homeless at the moment. They do their best to house them as best they can. But of course, that's becoming more and more difficult because there's so many more people beset than they used to, basically being homeless. And the only thing the council can really do is give them a hotel room for the nights. That's all, because we have no spare places. We should have modular homes for people that are homeless that they can use for a certain period of time before we get them housing as a temporary option. But there isn't. There is for Ukrainians, but none for Irish people. And the majority of these cases, they seem to be Irish people. I've heard of 3 or 4 people that are Irish people that have been evicted, and nothing is done for them, basically. So yeah, but it's quite insane. 80 evictions only from January to March. Imagine how much it is now. It could be 200, it could be 300, God forbid. But it just goes to show you that the renting rules that the government passed basically fucked everything up, made things 100 million times worse. Because landlords can evicted their tenants and sew it up in a lot of cases. And in some cases, we're seeing more people being evicted than during the Great Famine. And now Cavan had it tough during the Great Famine. A lot of people were evicted from their properties. A lot of people starved in Cavan. A lot of people emigrated because they could not make ends meet in this country. And because under British rule, the British didn't care about the white Irish people. They considered them a nuisance. And it seems like the current Irish government think the same of the Irish people. Because there's very few, I say, in that 111 fat people. Oh, the 80 convictions. I'm very confident saying there wouldn't be too many foreign nationals in that, because if there was, the government would be passing legislation in 5 minutes to stop it. But when it's Irish people, they don't give a shit. Simple. That's just the simple truth. And I hate to be racist or far right or whatever you want to call me, but that's just the simple truth. They couldn't give a damn if it's Irish people. We see so many Irish people suffering in Cavan across the board. They couldn't give a shit. They couldn't care less. But if it comes to a foreigner, straight away they care. They suddenly all turn up and care. But it's just the simple truth. It is really just the simple truth. Because I seen the media one time, there was something said to a foreigner and had it all over the media. And then there was an Irish person was beat up and nothing was done about it. But yeah, it's just the simple truth. It is really just the simple. And it shouldn't be the truth, but it is the truth, unfortunately. And it's the sad reality. But the thing about it is that this county is a joke when it comes to using properties. There's so many abandoned properties that can be done up very quickly in some cases. But they choose not to. For whatever reason, they choose not to. Don't ask me why. Because there's money for it. There's no such thing as a lack of money. There's loads of money. But it's just a joke. The whole fucking system is a joke. But yeah, I hope these 1,100 people, regardless of who they are, they do get somewhere. To stay, apart from a hotel room. Please God. And hopefully it's not going to be... Hopefully when we're talking about this in a month's time, in a few months' time, hopefully it won't be 600 or 700 evictions. Because 80 in the first 3 months is a lot. It's a huge amount for such a small county. Anyway, let me know what you think. Subscribe for more and bye.